Alright, what's going on, guys? I'm recording a VGC battle, and this is the very first VGC team that I made, and hopefully it's all good and stuff. We'll see if we can get two again, so I won't go too ham on it, but basically I'm trying to abuse the hell out of Malamar's contrary ability. The thing that ceases to surprise me in VGC is how unbelievably popular Kangaskan is. It literally is crazy, but in any case, I gotta counter that Kangaskhan, so I'll bring out Conkelda Dwayne Johnson. That's I called him Dwayne Johnson. Hopefully you guys appreciate that nickname. I personally love that nickname, but maybe that's just me. I'm also going to he could also go the Swift Swim Kingdra, couldn't he? Yeah, that's a possible option from him. And because of that, I think I'll need to bring Aegislash. But I really want to bring Malamar, so I'll bring Malamar and Murkrow. But Murkrow is one of my personal favorites for VGC battles. It really is, because it's a great support Pokemon. Now, I already know what my opponent's plan is here. Amoonguss has Rage Powder, and Rage Powder basically means that my moves are going to be focused around hitting this Amoonguss rather than touching the Exodius, the Mawile, which is a really good strategy for my opponent. I really do think my opponent's done pretty well in getting this out, but what I'm going to do is I think I'll swap Aegislash out, but I'm going to use Rock Slide with Dwayne Johnson. And, he brings out Politoed. Okay. I wasn't ready for that. If we can flinch the Amoonguss. No, he spores. Oh, he spored Murkrow. That's terrible. That is really, really, really bad. That is really, really bad. Crap. Okay, at this stage, I'm going to go Drain Punch on the Politoed, because it'd be nice to get that thing out of here. And I'm going to go, and I think I'll taunt the Amoonguss. He may swap out. No, he's okay. He's gone Rage Powder. But of course, I am asleep. Oh wait, this is really bad, because I hit stupid Amoonguss instead. See, I was thinking potentially maybe he doesn't have it or something stupid, because I mean, in my mind, it's not making sense that he hadn't used it yet, but I guess, he didn't need to, because it could get a spore off, so that's really unfortunate. But this makes me think he's not gonna use Kangaskhan. I guess he's drawed me in with this one, so I'm gonna go Rock Slide. I'm pretty much just sacking off Dwayne Johnson here, but I feel like I have to do it, even though that's not ideal. And because of that, I think I'll just go for Tailwind with Murkrow. He's gone Rage Powder again. I'm still asleep. And he kills off Murkrow. Well, that really sucks. That really sucks. I needed Murkrow to set up Malamar with, so I don't think we're winning this one. I really don't. We're in a really bad spot here. We really are. I can go for the Sacred Sword or the Shadow Ball on the Politoed, but it's not going to be great or anything. I think I'll go Shadow Ball in case Amoonguss manages to live this Psycho Cut, which I really hope it just dies. Okay, there it goes. Good, I wanted that thing out of the way. Hopefully he doesn't burn me. Good, he didn't burn me. That would have been terrible. That really would have been just the worst thing to happen at this stage. Get a burn on the Aegislash, but we're still not looking good, because he's still got Mawile, and he's most likely got Kingdra, but with whatever he does have from the Talonflame, the Kingdra, and Kangaskhan, it's not looking pretty. It's really not. I'm not done for, but we're struggling here. You guys can probably tell that that's the case. Hopefully my opponent selects one really quickly and we can get this battle on with, but I don't know. See, the worst part is I can't set up with... I guess I can still set up, but I can't abuse Malamar the way I want to. Oh, the Intimidate boosts my attack, of course. Oh, that's really good. I'm really, really happy with that. Now, I'm going to predict my opponent to expect me to go for the King Shield. Okay? Because that's just... Oh, he has to go for the King Shield because he's in attack form. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go for the Iron Head on the Mawile. And I'm going to go for the Superpower on the Politoed. Therefore, I get a boost as well as potentially killing it. Okay, cool. We did kill it. We get an attack boost and the defense boost. So now we've got a... and he's gone for a player off. No! Even with the boost, it didn't work. And Ironhead did nothing. Oh, okay, we're done for. Wow. Wow, we are even more done for than I was ready to accept. But I really don't see us pulling anything off if we can't outspeed the we don't outspeed the Mawile, so and then he can pretty much just go between the two, and it's not worth King Shielding. It's not worth. Actually, I will go for King Shield. Just see if we can potentially get him to screw up or whatever, but this is... I mean, I can't win from here. I would be absolutely flabbergasted if I won. Yeah, see, the Sucker Punch and the Draco. So, I mean, all we did was get a little bit of recovery back for absolutely nothing. So, I think I'll just go for... let's just go for the Stab Shadow Ball on Kingdra. Because I can't really kill the more... Okay, well, it doesn't even matter. Sucker Punch just destroyed me. But, I gotta say, the thing that screwed me over was my opponent drew me in by... I saw the Kangaskan and I went, I have to deal with that. But that wasn't the case. So, we'll see if we can get another battle and we'll see if we can turn that around. Alright, that was quick. So, this time, we don't have a Mega Kangaskhan threat. But I'd say we have a Mega Garchomp and a Talonflame that's going to use Tailwind. That's what I'm expecting. I don't expect the Nidoking to be used. We're running a dual Mega team with Garchomp and Mega Banette. That's what I expect from my opponent right about now. That makes me want to have my Murkrow and my Hydreigon, and Malamar's really not going to be super great for this team that my opponent's brought. It's really not. It sucks, but I don't know. It's just not the best thing to have. Alakazam will be nice, and I need a physical hitter, and so that leaves me with either Dwayne the Rock Johnson or Squilliam the Malamar, and I'm thinking that Dwayne Johnson's the better option, so it's unfortunate, but, you know, I can't really do anything about it. So, we've got we've got one Prankster, and then we've got a Tailwind set up from the Talonflame, or at least that's what I expect. So I'm going to go Taunt on the Banette, and then I'm going to go for a Charge Beam on the Talonflame. Let's see if we get this off. No, he's going to Protect from the Banette. That's a good play. And we've gone straight up Brave Bird. Okay, that's fine. That play worked out for me pretty well. We get a special attack boost. That's really nice. I'm really happy about that. I'm going to go for a Tailwind right about here. And then I'm going to go for another Charge Beam. Oh, he may predict me to go for the Charge Beam on the Talonflame. I got a feeling like that'll be the option, the play that he makes. So I'm going to go Tailwind, and instead I'm going to go for the Stab Dragon Pulse in case he swaps the Talonflame out into the Garchomp. Okay, did we we kind of played it because he went out into the Nidoking, so I'd still say we did pretty well there. We did get the Tailwind off, and Murkrow is still not dead, so that is really, really nice. Seeing as though my opponent's Banette is running some physical moves and stuff, I'm just going to go for a Feather Dance on the Banette, and I'll just straight up kill this Nidoking so we can get it out of the way. I really didn't think my opponent would use Nidoking. He has. It's not working out. The Nidoking's gone. The Banette is not really a problem. I did lose my Assault Vest, but I'm outspeeding my opponent at this stage. So, I'm not terribly threatened or anything. Now, from what I see here, I could almost just go for a Sucker Punch on the Banette and then Dragon Pulse on the Talonflame. And I'm deliberately going for Dragon Pulse again in case he swapped it out into Garchomp. Okay, he didn't even pick Garchomp. That's not great, but it's not terrible either. Murkrow's gone down, but we are getting rid of this Talonflame right about here. And we are looking pretty good at this stage. We are really looking pretty good. Because he's only got Banette left with Aegislash, and I can deal with Aegislash with Hydreigon, and we can just get the Rock Slide off from Dwayne Johnson over here. So I'm pretty stoked with this because it means we'll get 1 win, 1 loss, which seems to be pretty common, I guess. If you're doing Poo Battle, it's pretty likely and stuff. He's got a weakness policy, Aegislash. I do like that set. I didn't think that was a thing in doubles. He got flinched. Wow, that's unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. But, you know, as unfortunate as it is and everything, shit happens, dude. So, if you want to rage, I'm sorry, but I don't think you have any justification for it. I'm going to go for a Fire Blast on the Aegislash, kill it off, and Dwayne Johnson's just going to protect in case we get an incoming Shadow Sneak or whatever. I don't run knockoff with this Dwayne Johnson because it's the Flame Orb set. I mean, it's not that I can't run it or anything. It's just I run Drain Punch, Mac Punch, and Rock Slide because I figure something else is in with him, so he potentially doesn't need the Rock Slide or whatever. And this means what? That no one's hitting anyone? No, okay, he knocks off on the Hydreigon. That's not bad. Hydreigon, Hydreigon, whatever you want to call it. I don't care, alright? I really don't care. I'm going to say that now so that nobody says anything stupid, then it's all done, dusted, finished, blah, blah. Okay, good. I'm going to go for a Fire Blast on the Aegislash again, just because I'd like it to be dead. I really would. He couldn't kill me off, that's fine. Aegislash is gone, and now we only have to get rid of the Banette, and I don't see the Banette being a huge problem, even though it missed the Rock Slide. God damn. Can't hit it. Can't hit it at all. Okay, Dragon Pulse on the Banette this time. Nearly get rid of it. We should be able to get rid of it with the Rock Slide. And, yeah, those were two pretty good battles. We might have time to sneak in a third. I'm going to see if I can sneak in a third battle here. Okay, third battle inbound. And you guys, I'm telling you right now, you're seeing the Kangaskhan again. Now, last time it was bait, but normally it's not. So I'm going to predict the Kangaskhan to be in, and even if it's not terrible because my opponent is bringing the Tyranitar, which I'd like to have Conkeldurr for. The Ferrothorn I'd like to have Hydreigon for. So I'm going to need to have Hydreigon, and I'm going to need to have Conkeldurr. I'm going to want to have... We might be able to set up with Malamar for this one. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go for that actually. That seems like a good play to me. So unfortunately my opponent doesn't have Intimidators. That would have been really nice if you would have had Intimidators, but that doesn't seem to be a thing. So I'm thinking Dwayne Johnson and Hydreigon will be my leads, and then I'll bring Aegislash for backup, and I'll also bring in Squilliam for the lols. That's, okay, Ferrothorn and Kangaskhan. We could not have got a better lead. This is exactly what I wanted. Literally, to the T, what I wanted. And I'm predicting the Kangaskhan to fake out on my Conkeldurr. That's what I'm going to say. So, but in case it's not, I'm going to go for a Drain Punch on the Kangaskhan, and I'm going to go for a Fire Blast on the Ferrothorn. There's no point in predicting. I'm just going to go straight up and destroy these things because it's so unbelievably tempting. Okay, he's protected with the Ferrothorn. Fair play, and it's exactly what I thought. He went for the Fake Out on Dwayne Johnson. But that's still cool. Now he can see that I have the Fire Blast, and that is going to come about. That's straight up going to come in. So I can predict him to bring in something to deal with that, which is most likely going to be the Rotom Wash. Rotom Wash will deal with that the best. And because Rotom Wash will deal with that the best, I'm kind of tempted to go for a Charge Beam, so I think I'll... Yeah, it seems illogical to come out into the Garchomp, so I will go for the Charge Beam, and let's hope that it's not... He goes out Talonflame, that's even better! That is even better! We got the special attack boost as well. Oh, that's awesome. And return doesn't kill Dwayne Johnson, so we can go for the Drain Punch. Kangaskhan out of the way. We've got a lot of HP still, and now we're in a really good spot because the Ferrothorn is left, and then one other Pokemon. So I'm looking really, really nice. Really, really happy about this one. This is exactly how you want to play VGC. You want to pick the key things that your opponent is going to bring in. So basically, because they can only pick the team of 4, you go, right, what are you going to bring? And if you see a Kangaskhan, from my experience, literally the battle that you saw earlier was the only one where my opponent didn't bring the Mega Kangaskhan if it had it. That was literally the only one. So I'm going to go Protect here and Fire Blast on the Ferrothorn. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Like I was just saying, literally the only one, and therefore, oh, we missed Fire Blast. Are you kidding me? Are you literally kidding me? That's just so... Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna go Rock Slide, and I'm gonna go for the Fire Blast on the Ferrothorn. Hopefully Talonflame doesn't kill me. Damn it! Okay, I was really hoping it wasn't gonna kill me, because that was my best way to deal with Ferrothorn right there. That was my best way of dealing with it. Unfortunately... Oh, wow, he even killed me. Shit. Okay, maybe we're not as good as I thought. I thought we would be, sitting pretty good, but maybe we're not as ready as I thought. But either way, I'm going to go for I'll go Shadow Ball on the Garchomp, and I will go for a Superpower on the Garchomp. I'm thinking he's... Okay, good, he protected with the Ferrothorn. That's awesome. This is a knife got hit hard, as did Squilliam, but that'll be reducing... so he's a Rocky Helmet Garchomp, but he has Sand Veil then? I guess that's possible. I guess that makes sense. Okay, unfortunately, I don't have Shadow Sneak on this particular... Oh, god damn. On this particular Aegislash. It'd be really nice if I did, but I'm going to hope that I can survive with Malamar, and so I'm going to go King Shield so that I can preserve the Aegislash, and then I'm going to go for the... He won't be able to hit me hard, so I'll go for Night Slash. And when I say he's not going to be able to hit me hard, I'm talking in terms of the Ferrothorn won't be able to hit the Aegislash very hard. So we live it with nice HP. We get a Night Slash off. May have been worth going for a Superpower, but I'm not particularly sure. He gets an attack drop because he tried to hit the Aegislash. I'm really happy about that. So we can go Sacred Sword, the Ferrothorn, and then Superpower, the Ferrothorn. Just go for 2 super effective hits. Unfortunately, they are both physical, but they are my best options. Now, Squilliam will die because I doubt Ferrothorn's going to be running. What does it get now? Anticipation, isn't it? Yeah, Anticipation. Nobody's going to be running that. Iron Barbs is clearly the better option. So Sacred Sword and Superpower. Hopefully between those two we can kill him off. Hopefully. We should. I mean, Ferrothorn's defensive, but he's lost a fair bit of health and stuff, so yeah, we should be able to get this one off. Unfortunately, Fire Blast earlier missed when I needed it to hit, but we managed to recover from what I can tell. Yeah, okay, even Malamar just straight off killed him. That's, like I thought, we were able to get rid of my opponent there, but, yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed those battles. Check out some of my other stuff. I upload, normal showdown battles being OU battles mostly. I've uploaded a couple of UUs, one RU, and if you guys really want to go for the lols, Little Cup is where it's at. I'm not talking shit, I'm being serious. Little Cup is where it's at. Not to mention my Pokemon Platinum Nuzlocke, not randomized or anything, and I know randomized adds a level of interest, but I personally think it's harder when it's not random because you really have to progress slowly through the game rather than just finding something amazing like a Tyranitar on Route 2, for example, or whatever. But yeah, like, I don't know, check out my other stuff. Speed Arts as well, I almost forgot about them. You guys don't have to love them, but check them out. They're not terrible. I personally think they're alright, but it's whatever. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and anything else you've watched, and anything else you're gonna watch. Yeah, check out more stuff. Freddy Fishfinger, out.